Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Sorry, I hope the mic is working now. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another stream. Welcome to a Joyce Bomba stream, our first Joyce Bomba of the transfer window, ladies and gentlemen. Zubimendi to Liverpool obviously has been announced by Paul Joyce, if you would like. So make sure you guys are all liking the video. Make sure you guys are all subscribing to This is Football if you're yet to do so. Every single one of you guys right now, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. We're going to be discussing all elements of this transfer. You know, everything that's been reported, the Ornstein stuff as well, not just the Joyce stuff. So we're going to be discussing the totality, the whole situation. So please hit the like button. Please subscribe to This is Football right here, right now. Keep getting involved in the chat. Keep letting me know your opinions. There's already 400 people in here. This is going to be a passionate stream, a stream from the soul. This isn't a tactical, I've done my research, done from Chelsea type stream. This is a stream where we have to honestly address our football club genuinely. And we have to talk about our football club in a serious perspective, because everything will come into fruition with the Zubimendi transfer. So everyone right now, like the video. Stop what you're doing right now. I will not interrupt myself in the middle of me talking just to tell you to like the video. So hit the like button now, even if you're watching on the replay. Subscribe to the channel. Big up every single person who's chatting in the chat. We're going to discuss all elements of this transfer. We're going to be talking about everything. So like, subscribe, and let's just get this party started. Let's just start talking about the transfer. Obviously, we got the Joyce Bomba today. Joyce Bomba today. And that's Martin Zubimendi will be signing for Liverpool if Richard Hughes does the convincing. Now, first and foremost, let's start with all the positive. Let's start with all the incredible, part of news of this, if you would like. First and foremost, this is a massive state of intent. This is a massive state of intent for the Premier League. This is a massive state of intent from Arne Slot. This is a massive state of intent from Liverpool Football Club. This is not a joke. This is not like us messing around. Us signing Zubimendi will be a massive, 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 massive sign to the entirety of the Premier League, because it's not a joke. It's not us messing around. We're signing one of the biggest talents coming out of Spain. We obviously all saw what he did in the Euros. Even the games in which Rodri could not play or did not play, or the game that Rodri got injured and he had to come off, you saw exactly what happened with that situation. So I'm looking at Liverpool Football Club right now, and I know exactly what needs to happen. Because make no mistake, Zubimendi is one of the most fantastic players to come out of the Euros. Zubimendi is a fantastic player for Real Sociedad. I mean, I've always credited his partner Merino, but yeah, I think Zubimendi is an absolutely fantastic player. And I think maybe we all made a mistake. And I'll tell you the mistake we all made. One of the mistakes that we all made maybe was the fact that we sat here and maybe we compared, the way that Slot needs a DM to the way that Klopp needs a DM. Now, maybe myself and others sat here, started talking about Ugarte and started talking about other DMs, just envisioning and thinking of the Jurgen Klopp system, maybe thinking of a DM being isolated, maybe thinking of a DM sat in front of the back four, if you would like, just stopping counterattacks, just stopping, attacks and stuff like that. This is what we were thinking of. And I made that mistake as well. I made that mistake myself. I sat there and I said I wanted Ugarte, and I said I wanted more defensively solid, DMs. But I can honestly say, listen, if this is the style that Arne Slot wants to play, then this is the style that Arne Slot wants to play. It's his style, it's his system. And maybe I compared it too much to the Klopp system. I mean, like Ugarte would have been a fantastic midfielder for Jurgen Klopp, but maybe not that good of a midfielder for the Slot system. Maybe Slot is looking for something completely different. Maybe Slot is looking for that Rodri type player, and that actually is exactly what Zubimendi is. And I know people get triggered, people get rattled. You have, at the end of the day, comparisons will happen. You have to compare them to the exact type of player that you're looking at. You have to compare them and talk about the exact type of player that you're looking at. And for me, the fact that Rodri came off in a European final, Zubimendi came on, and Spain did not look not 1% weaker. Obviously, that doesn't mean that Zubimendi and Rodri are at the same level, because Rodri is the best DM in the world. I admit that. I own that. There is no shame in us saying that Rodri is the best DM in the world. We're just talking about styles, playing styles. You know, so maybe Zubimendi is that deep-lying playmaker, that dictator from deep, the stuff like that. Now, the one thing that people need to understand is this does, and listen, every transfer has positives and negatives. Just like Ugarte is not that good on the ball, so that might not help us. Zubimendi is not that amazing defensively, which means essentially in a double pivot of Zubimendi and McAllister, they both need to do a lot of defensive work together. So the only way that this works, in my honest opinion, and once again, I'm not looking at this from a Klopp lens. I'm simply looking at this from a Liverpool lens, if you would like, from a Premier League lens. The only way that this works, if you would like, is if both McAllister and Zubimendi defend together. If McAllister, Zubimendi, these players can all sit there together, defend as a team, you know, then okay, because that's actually what City does, funnily enough. I mean, Manchester City defend as a team. Manchester City don't really have Rodri out here just tackling people like crazy. They all kind of defend together. So maybe, you know, we can be put in a position that we do have to defend as a team. We do have to defend together. And that's maybe what helps the team a bit more. Listen, this is the way that Slot wants to play football. It's not the Klopp style, because let's be real, we all sat here. I mean, most of us at least sat here and spoke about the likes of an Ugarte and other destroyers in world football Palhin has. And at the end of the day, that's just simply not how the guy wants to play. So that's just not how the guy wants to play. He wants to play obviously with a more dictating, with a more you know, possession-based mentality, which is fine. Listen, there is multiple ways to play football. There isn't just one way to play the sport. There's multiple ways to play the sport. And at the end of the day, if that's the way that Slot wants to play, that's the way that Slot wants to play. Now, let me address the elephant in the room, because this is the massive elephant in the room. And I am going to address it right here, right now. And I am going to be completely honest. And this is where I'm not just going to land the minerals. I'm going to land the diamonds. I'm going to land the gold. I'm going to just say the reality of the situation. Okay? Everyone, hit the like button. Everyone, subscribe. Because this part right here is the most important part of this transfer. Let's get to 200 likes ASAP. Let's get to 200 likes ASAP, because there's 700 people in here. Don't be frauds. You know, Josh was here in the chat earlier on. I don't even know if he's here yet or not. Big up to Josh, one of the big supporters of the channel. Josh used a term that I never really understood what it means before until I Googled it, until I searched it up. Josh used the term blue-balled. Now, this moment forward, this moment onwards, everyone, regardless what your opinion is, regardless what your thoughts are, regardless what you think of anything at Liverpool Football Club, everyone is now watching Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards very, 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 very carefully. Because if Paul Joyce announces something, you know that that is someone that the entirety of the Liverpool fan base trust. What you cannot do is bake a chocolate cake, have it outside, have the frosting ready, put a piece on a plate, and then as soon as we're about to take the first bite, you take the plate away. That is not how this works. If you let Paul Joyce make that announcement, if you make Paul Joyce tweet out, Martin Zubimendi is the player that Liverpool want, and you don't execute, everyone's looking at you now. Everyone is looking at you, and I speak for all 700 people in the chat, and I speak for every single Liverpool fan watching, because I know, regardless, FSG and FSG out, what your opinion is on the manager, who you like, who you dislike, whether you rate Nunes or not, that doesn't matter. Now, it's on Richard Hughes to execute. Now, it's on Michael Edwards to execute. I don't care. Edwards, Hughes, tomato. Let's not sit up here and argue semantics. Those two, you have to execute. you cannot announce publicly, that Zubimendi is a player of interest for Liverpool and this is happening and that's happening. And at the end of the day, you don't execute and you don't deliver. You called Sociedad. You already know exactly what Sociedad want. You know that they want the release clause paid in full. You know that they want the money up front. So deliver. Simple as. This is what Richard Hughes gets paid for. This is what Michael Edwards gets paid for. This is what all these people get paid for. Deliver. There are people in the chat who have never ever agreed with me ever in their whole life that are agreeing with me right now. Because this ain't about Slot, you know, whether you like Slot or not. This ain't about whether you like Diaz or not, or you like whoever or not. These guys must deliver, bro. This is what Richard Hughes gets paid for. This is what Michael Edwards gets paid for. You are in these big, powerful positions at Liverpool Football Club, so you can deliver. You all need to deliver. You all need to get your job done. You all need to do the correct thing. Because I don't want to sit up here and message Vel and go like, yo, 30 seconds, make a Zubimendi right now thumbnail, and I go live on YouTube and all 780 people in the chat are excited and everyone's happy and everyone is so happy. Today, Tabang sent me a voice note. His voice was like, Joyce, Bomba, let's go. He celebrated it like a goal. Because this is something that we've all been waiting for. The one consensus agreement from all Liverpool fans is that Liverpool Football Club need a DM, period. Liverpool Football Club need a DM, period. Period, point blank, no arguments, no discussions, no BS. Everyone agrees on this. Everyone agrees on this. So you come out publicly and you tell me Zubimendi is a player of interest for Liverpool. Well, respectfully, you can take your interest, shove it where the sun don't shine, and make sure it's real sharp so you get hemorrhoids. Don't sit up here and tell me about interest. I can tell you right now, 20 DMs we are interested in. We were interested in Joao Gomez. We were interested in Ederson. We were interested in Varela. Yes, all of these. Ugarte, we were interested. We're interested in all these guys. Screw your interest. Deliver. Deliver. And it's always Liverpool that have to deal with this bullshit over and over and over again. That's why Ornstein has to go put out a tweet. Only if Liverpool can convince him. So if you're, why are you reaching out to a player that you know you can't get over the line? Unless you trust yourself and you can get it over the line, you must deliver. You must do what's right. Because everyone's excited. Everyone's happy, me included. I'm excited but cautious because I want Hughes to deliver. I want Edwards to deliver. This is a massive statement of intent. This is massive statement of intent. This is Martin Zubimendi, guys, respectfully. It's not like we went to the championship. It's not like we signed the ones that selection want, Pepelu, some random guys. It's not like we signed Palacios, he's injured. You're looking at the best of the best, guys. Let's be honest. Zubimendi is a player that probably starts for Man City because he's better than Kovacic. He starts for Arsenal because he's better than Jorginho. Like, these are all players that are there that show you the ways. This is a statement of intent. But at the end of the day, the statement of intent only works if you pull it through. You cannot pretend to have a trophy wife and then you come out on the streets and she's mid. Then you no longer have a trophy wife. Because I hate the fact that we're the only fan base that have to go through this. We're the only fan base that have to go through this. Only fan base in England that have to sit here and go like, oh, but we have to convince him first. Do you really want me? Do you really? And you know what pisses me off? Listen, obviously maybe I'm personalizing it a little bit. But you know what really pisses me off? Whenever Lewis gets a transfer or any one of the people that you guys see come on the channel gets a transfer, shit like that, you know all they do? They just go live. And there's no conditions and there is no stipulations and there is no bullshit. Let me tell you right now, Richard Hughes, I'm going to bring back a painful memory just to make it sink in. you better not get Caicedo'd. You better not get Caicedo'd. I'm telling you right now, you better not get Caicedo'd. You better do the right thing and execute. And if it's a player that you knew you couldn't execute on, you shouldn't have went in for him for the first place. Don't get us all excited. Don't get us all happy. Don't get us all on that cloud nine and then come and take it all away because you lack serious executional skills. It's on you. It's on you to deliver. And I see there's a Man United fan, crying in the chat, and there are Man United fans crying in the chat as per usual. And this is typical because Man United fans are always crying nowadays. 10 years ago, they really used to celebrate league titles and Champions Leagues. Now they're praying so hard that Liverpool don't sign Zubimendi because that's basically their trophy. Like a Man United trophy now is Zubimendi saying no to Liverpool. I bet you all the Man United fans will be erect like they took a pill of Viagra if Zubimendi just rejects Liverpool. That'll be the most exciting moment of their entire life for the last 5-6 years because that's how pathetic that football club is. Let me make something clear to all the dirty manx in the chat. I'll ask you all a question since you mentioned Martin Zubimendi with Manchester United. You know that Martin Zubimendi is someone who dictates tempo, is someone like that, and he's not defensive, right? So why you want to bring in someone to slide tackle on the waterfall at Old Trafford? Tell me. This is the club that you want Zubimendi to sign for? This is the club that you want Zubimendi to sign for? This is your club. This is your club. He doesn't slide tackle. He doesn't need to slide in the water. Respectfully to all the, actually not respectfully, disrespectfully, Zubimendi is a level above Man United. Do you think this is 2010? Do you think this is 2005? Do you think this is Alex Ferguson era? You dirty manx. You dirty, 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 scummy manx. Your Premier League title over the last 5-6 years is Liverpool not winning a Premier League title. That's how shit your fucking institution has become. That's how shit your club has become. That's how shit your... You know who's Zubimendi level? Manchester City, Arsenal, Liverpool, the best of the best. You think Martin Zubimendi will leave Sociedad to go play Europa League? You think Zubimendi will leave Sociedad to go play Europa League? You think Zubimendi will leave Sociedad to go get managed by Ten Hag? You think Zubimendi is so excited to play next to Bruno and Rashford? Do you know who Zubimendi's teammates are going to be at Liverpool? Alisson Becker, Lev Yashin winner for best goalkeeper in the world. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Guinness World Record breaking defender. Virgil van Dijk almost won the Ballon d'Or. Ibrahima Konate, World Cup finalist. Andy Robertson won it all. McAllister, World Cup winner. Mo Salah, one of the best forwards in world football, if not the best. That's his teammates. And he should leave all that and join who? And join who exactly? Lisandro Martinez and the nurse? Aaron Wan-Bissaka? Imagine Zubimendi passing to Aaron Wan-Bissaka in a press. Imagine, hey, Zubimendi gets the ball in the DM position, Aaron Wan-Bissaka on his fucking right. He gives them the ball, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka slide tackles a pass back to him, and then he loses the ball. Dirty little manx talking about Zubimendi should come to Man United. You're not even the biggest club in your city anymore. Shut the hell up, sit the fuck down, and realize your position. You finished below Chelsea. Lewis screamed like a duck, watch out all year long, and you finished below Chelsea. And you think Zubimendi sat there, so excited about signing for Man United. These idiots think it's 2010, man. Wake up. Your club's crap. These guys signed Xerxes. Xerxes out here talking out publicly about, I'm not a 10, I'm not a 9, I'm a 9.5. You're a fucking nerd. That's what you are. I'm a 9.5. Kiss my Arab ass with a sand on it, you bunch of dirty manx waffling in the chat talking about Zubimendi like Zubimendi is your fucking level. Bro, go talk to like a Crystal Palace midfielder or a Wolves midfielder. That's your fucking level. Go sign Ruben Neves from Saudi Arabia. That's your fucking level. You finished below Chelsea. Stupid bastards talking about Man United. Man United. He wants to come here so he can lose 7-0 again. Get embarrassed. Because Aaron Wan-Bissaka slide tackling passes. I'm a 9.5. You're a fucking nerd. Unbelievable. Guys, Martin Zubimendi is going to go to sleep today lusting about playing with Harry Maguire. He's going to be lusting about it. He's going to look at his wife and he's going to be like, nope, Harry Maguire is who I want to play with. These fucking dirty mancs just don't understand football anymore. Fucking idiots. Zubimendi to Liverpool, Merino to Arsenal. Let's go. Yes, sir. You know, the brothers. That'll actually be a fantastic midfield battle to watch as well. So it's going to be beautiful. They want Sanderberg, but why are you laughing, Abdi Haas? Why are you laughing? Why are you using laughing emojis? Sanderberg is Man United level now. Why are you using laughing emojis like this is funny? This is not funny. This is their fucking level. Your level is Sanderberg. That's your level. Don't laugh. There is nothing funny about it. That's their level. That's who they are. Zubimendi. You think he will even pick up the phone? You think he'll even pick up the phone? He's going to do what Locatelli did to Arsenal. Come on, man. Come on, man. These dirty mancs. Unbelievable. Hussam, it's your Scottish brother. Tip jar for Hussam. Thanks so much to Scottish Bear for the super chat. Big up to Scottish Bear for the super chat. And big up to Mark as well. Big up to both super chatters for supporting the channel, the stream. Guys, make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're ready to do so. Everyone hit the like button and subscribe. Now, let's talk how Zubimendi would fit into Liverpool Football Club, because that's more exciting than cooking Man United. Everyone knows Man United are fucking shit anyway. You know, everyone knows this. Big up to Scottish Bear, Mark. Guys, there's 900 people here. How many likes are we on? So I cooked the shit out of Man United. We are about to sign Zubimendi, and we can't even get to 500 likes with 911 people in here. Hit the like button right now, you bunch of frauds. Hit the like button. Now, back to the topic. Look at Toka. Please cook Man United more today. There you are. There you are. Now, let's talk about how... Wow, Mr. Link has just sent me a super chat. Big up, Mr. Link. Hey, listen. Man United hate will always unite us, regardless what your opinion is on anything, Mr. Link. Man United hate will always unite us. This is Liverpool Football Club. When you're born in the thing that they give you milk in, I don't know what it's called in English, they give you the Man United hate pack. Big up to you. Never walk alone. Now, let me tell you how Zubimendi fits into Liverpool. Here's the thing that people need to understand. Look, there's I know everyone's gassed, but my role as a content creator is to say the reality. The reality of the situation is the following. Every transfer has positives and negatives. No transfer is perfect. No transfer is unstoppable. No transfer is like 100%. Every single thing is going to be amazing. This is the negatives of Zubimendi. Let's just talk about the negatives quickly. The negatives of signing Zubimendi is we have someone similar in style in Alexis McAllister, which means that him and McAllister both need to defend together. So now that means essentially they are going to put in defensive work as a unit, which means there is not one significant stopper in the team, which once again takes me back to the first point that I was saying at the start of the stream. This is maybe what Arne Slot wants to do. You know, so this is maybe what Arne Slot wants to do. He prefers someone who keeps the ball. He prefers someone who dictates tempo. He essentially wants his own version of a Rodri region. So he wants to keep more possession. And he thinks that we have to defend first by keeping possession, which I understand. So it's going to be a double pivot. They both want to defend together. So that's only the small negative side. The other small negative side that I don't really care about that much is the fact that he isn't tall, you know. So that's the only other thing I can think of that, you know, okay, Zubimendi ain't that tall. He ain't that massive, you know, to play a DM in the Premier League. But we shall see if that affects him or not. Maybe in aerial duels, shit like that. Other than that, yeah. Now, the positives. The positives are the following. I don't think there's someone who can steal the ball from Zubimendi or McAllister. I think that double pivot could be the best double pivot in the Premier League. Like, I think that double pivot is better than Rice and Jorginho. I think that double pivot is better than Rodri and Kovacic because Kovacic is crap. You know, so that's the thing for me. So I look at the situation and I think, okay, look, you look at the way that we play football, the way that we want to play football, the way that we want to play out from the back, the way that we want to pass, the way that we want to do all of that stuff. Look, from a point, I see the Arne Slot vision. The Arne Slot vision, ladies and gentlemen, is the following. The Arne Slot vision is, I want to keep the ball, which means I will have to defend less. And if I do have to defend, I want to defend as a team, which actually is quite interesting from Slot's perspective, because what Slot is trying to do, basically, in a nutshell, if you actually think about it, what you think about in a nutshell for them is, it's actually total football, if you think about it. Now, obviously, it's total football with like a Spanish twist, you know? It's like paella, but made in Amsterdam, if you would like, you know, it's like a Spanish twist to it with possession and shit like that. But it has an element, a little bit of total football to it, where it's like defending together and attacking together. And I hear it and I see it. I see what he's trying to build. But here's the problem. And I'm just being honest. I'm genuinely just addressing this all the way through. I look at that double pivot, and I know for a fact Andy Robertson does not work in that as the left back to that double pivot, because that means we need someone who's technically more sound as the left back, or the other option would be a center back who plays left back. That would actually be the other option. So there's listen, with all due respect to Andy Robertson, this is nothing against him. I'm just talking about possession football and the style that we want to play. I don't think that Andy Robertson could invert or help out the midfield in terms of passing, in terms of all of that type of stuff. So that's where maybe this conversation changes. That's why we need the center back who can play left back. That's why we need all of that type of shit. So for me, I look at the way that we're playing football, and I know for a fact we need someone down that other side. Lukeba would be someone of interest, of course. You know, Calafiori would have been perfect for us, to be fair, Liverpool. But Calafiori would be good for us, like in that position specifically. And we need a player who's like better on the football. And even an Ait Nouri, by the way, would work perfectly. And Ait Nouri works perfectly. There are midfielders, guys, you know, that need, sometimes when you have the ball, that left back and that someone to just be good on the football, bro. Like, big up, Roms. Have you guys ever seen Ait Nouri play football? Have you seen the way he keeps the ball? Have you seen the way he's press resistant? Have you seen the way that he just is so solid on the football? That is something that we need to upgrade on position, because it ain't even about Robertson's cross-hitting first man all the time that now becomes a problem. The problem now with Robertson becomes how he acts, how he is with the football, how he is when the ball is at his feet, how he is when Zubimendi has the ball and he needs to give him space so he can take the possession from him. This is why for us as well, listen, there are only two options here. Either sign a left back or sign a center back who can play left back. Now, there is a major positive here. And I'll tell you what the major positive is. The major positive, and I cannot believe it's actually Hussam that's saying this, because usually I'm really angry, but this summer I'm kind of changed my ways, you know, change my ways a little bit. You know, and I know you guys don't want to hear it now, and I will rant about Hughes if it doesn't happen, but you want to know what the major positive is? The major positive, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that if we're looking at Zubimendi, that confirms that even if Zubimendi does not work, we are going to go out there and sign a DM. So that's the major positive. That's the big green flag, if you would like, of this whole situation. The big positive of this whole situation, that even if Zubimendi does not work, we are basically looking at a DM, which is something that would have been absolutely a massive priority for everyone in the chat. So let's say, God forbid, Zubimendi doesn't work. What will happen is I'm going to cook Richard Hughes. I'm going to cook Michael Edwards. I'm going to cook everyone who's responsible at Liverpool for us fucking that up right there. And then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit back and see, okay, who do they actually want to sign? Who do they actually want to get? And this is where, you know, these conversations become interesting. This is where these conversations change. This is where these conversations matter. Because it's not about the fact that Zubimendi is the only DM in Europe available. He ain't the only DM in Europe available. There are other DMs. I'm sure everyone in the chat could mention about 10 DMs we could sign. It's about the levels. It's about the levels. And I'll tell you exactly what I mean now. The fact that we're looking at someone of Zubimendi's level, what you cannot do is do a Wataru Endo, which means I want to sign Moises Caicedo. I'm going to pay 115 million. I'm going to break the transfer record. And then when that doesn't work, go sign Wataru Endo. Let's keep the levels up here. So you went for Zubimendi. If it doesn't work, we want someone of a similar level to sign for Liverpool Football Club. We need someone of a similar level to sign for Liverpool Football Club. And that's something that would be very frustrating for everyone in the chat. And this is exactly why I was ranting earlier on you guys. Everyone knows this summer I've been a lot calmer. I'm not shouting. I'm not doing any of this. But this is why I was ranting yesterday and the day before and the day before. And I spoke about how stupid and just idiotic this August stuff was. Now, we haven't given ourselves time to execute. Because by the time Zubimendi needs 2-3 days to think, and by the time that we get this deal done, and by the time that John W. Henry brings the money out of his pocket to pay for this whole transfer in one piece, 60 million, just like that, by the time all that shit happens, if we get rejected by him, the time left for the transfer window to end is so small, bro. This is why our transfer windows, and this should be a lesson for everyone in the chat, please don't tell anyone to calm down in June and July. Because those are the months where you're supposed to be active, signing players, going in for players, trying to make signings. Guys, because all this shit matters, with all due respect. All this shit matters. If we went in for Zubimendi in June, July, we would have known the answer for him already. And then after that, if it doesn't work, you have enough time to go sign your backup. This is the thing, you guys. And also for all the people saying, you know, Zubimendi rejected Barcelona. With all due respect, if I'm being honest right now, Liverpool are more attractive than Barcelona in their current position. I think the clubs that are more attractive than Liverpool are the following: Manchester City, Real Madrid, Arsenal. These are the three clubs I would say are more attractive for a footballer to go to. That's it. That's it. Now, if we had Klopp, we'd be above Arsenal, to be honest with you. But other than that, that's honestly how I look at our situation. We are more attractive than Barcelona right now. Now, the thing is, I don't think Zubimendi was ever approached by Arsenal to get signed. I think Arsenal's target was always Mikel Merino. So that's the thing. I think Arsenal's target was always Mikel Merino. So that's the thing that I say. I look at Mikel Merino and I think, okay, maybe he suits Arsenal a little bit more. And look, at the end of the day, this is a massive statement of intent. This is a massive statement of a middle finger to the entirety of the Premier League if we do get him. And it makes a massive difference to us. It makes a massive difference to us. Because this is a player that would 100% make Liverpool so much better. 100%. And maybe we all need to change our perspective, the way that we view this, the way that we view Liverpool Football Club, the way that we view the DM position to begin with. Now, I'm happy about this transfer, but I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm cautiously happy because the one thing I will say is now our happiness, everyone is in the chat happiness, is in the hands of a man who used to be a Bournemouth employee 3-4 years ago. You get it? Our happiness is all now in the hands of Richard Hughes. If Richard Hughes do not execute, do not tell me that I don't have a right to be angry. I have a right to be angry. I am going to scream. I am going to shout. I'm going to cook Edwards. I'm going to cook Hughes. I'm going to cook everyone. Because what you cannot do is make us all excited, make us all happy, give us lust, you know, blue ball us if you would like, and we're just sat there. And then Zubimendi doesn't sign for us. That's the last thing that we need. The one thing about the Caicedo situation is, at least we could lean back on the fact that, okay, Jurgen Klopp was the manager and all that. This is a new manager. This is a new system. This is a new style. And yeah, that's the thing. Let me do a couple of these super chats. Big up to my guy, Ed, who says, has Zubimendi agreed to move? Last I heard, he doesn't want to leave Spain. Here's the thing. You can always entice a player to change his opinion. You can always entice a player to change his opinion. You can always entice a player to kind of change his mind. But it's all about how you do that. How you do that. Now, people might not like this, but when you want to attract the top talent in the world, maybe you have to pay extra wages. And Ed, this is exactly why I'm saying it's about Edwards and Hughes and the ownership. I'm telling you guys right now, like, just think about this logically. Okay, Zubimendi says he doesn't want to leave Sociedad, he doesn't want to leave Spain. Give him 200 grand a week. You think he will say no? Come on, you guys, man. Let's be honest, guys. You guys understand football. Yes, football. Yes, money's involved in football. Unfortunately, players don't play for free. Okay? Players get paid to play the sport that we all like to watch. Give him extra money. Give him extra money. Let me check how much is Zubimendi's wages at Sociedad. Let me just look at this right now. Let me actually Google this right now. What is Zubimendi's wages? Zubimendi wages. Let me Google it right now. Brother, this guy earns 58 grand a week. He earns 50K. Give him 150, triple his wages. Give him 150, triple his wages. Suddenly he'll want to leave Spain. You know, so yeah, he would want to leave Spain all of a sudden. Guys, yes, money matters. You guys know this. Listen, it's just at the end of the day, money matters. You think all these players who signed for Man City grew up watching Man City and supporting them? Brother Robinho didn't even know that there was another club in Manchester. He thought he was signing for Man United. All these players that signed for City, yes, they came for the money, but they ended up being successful because money matters. So if he's on 50K, give him 150, 200, triple, quadruple his wages so you can sign the player. Eddie says, do you think it will happen? Okay, I'll tell you my honest perspective. Eddie, thank you for the super chat. This is the first time I've seen you in the chat. Welcome to the channel. By the way, guys, all the new people in the chat, make sure you guys are subscribing. Make sure you guys are liking. We're almost at 500 likes. I appreciate all you guys' love and support. Listen, man. This is a fantastic question because I have two open ends to this question. And it's really about a whole lot of stuff. First of all, the positives is usually when Paul Joyce puts out a tweet, it's either done or about to get done or in the last step. Because Paul Joyce really cares about his reputation. I know that for a fact. Paul Joyce really cares about his reputation, doesn't want to get shit wrong. He doesn't want to just throw stuff at he's not a DiMarzio, you know? He wants to get stuff right. So the fact that Paul Joyce is the one that tweeted it makes me so happy. So happy in front of everyone. Now, the negatives is the tweet that Ornstein put out, which is Liverpool need to convince him. And the problem I have is our happiness really is in the hands of Richard Hughes. So Richard Hughes cannot fuck this up. Richard Hughes cannot fuck this up. 100% Richard Hughes cannot fuck this up. So, yeah. Zubimendi has one of the best aerial duel percentages, bro. Marius, here's the thing. I said, first of all, thank you for the super chat, first and foremost. Second of all, I said, listen, his height is not something that bothers me personally, but I'm just looking at the overall perspective. Third of all, the reason why I think this doesn't matter, you know, the reason why I think this doesn't matter in terms of the Premier League is, if you think about it, teams mostly, for the most part in La Liga, play out from the back, pass out from the back. So Zubimendi might not even need to win that many headers, so this might be a little bit skewed. That's why I think it would be different in the Prem. Like, Zubimendi is not going to have 95% aerial duel percentage win rate against Brentford when they're hoofing the ball for 90 minutes. United and Arsenal fans are in tears, big club. I get why the United fans are in tears, is because they're finally realizing that Zubimendi is a level above them. I don't get why the Arsenal fans are in tears. They're signing Merino, who probably even suits Arsenal a bit more. So yeah. Did you happen to see who Tom Little wants as DM? Ed? Tell me who Tom Little wants as a DM, please. Tell me who he wants as a DM right now. Let me know. Who? Write the name. Write the name, حبيبي. يلا, the whole world is watching. Everyone's waiting for you, literally. Hint, he's American. Oh my God, I don't even want to see. I don't even... Is he talking about the guy who was 21 and I think he was playing in the Dutch league like 2 or 3 years ago? Man said Amarim. There you are. There you are. I mean, Vin, if you know it, just say it, to be honest with you. Is it Musa? That's the guy I was thinking about. Oh my God, he wants Tyler Adams.
Don't go anywhere. 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 Don't go anywhere.
Joyce doesn't post unless it's basically done ever. Yeah, I know that, Jack, and that's the thing that fills me with confidence, brother. That's the thing that fills me with confidence. The fact that Paul Joyce tweeted it. The fact that Paul Joyce tweeted it changes the game completely. Because, okay, I'll give you an example. If it was Fabrizio Romano tweeting, okay, Liverpool are interested in Zubimendi, I wouldn't be this positive about it. But the fact that it is Joyce fills me with confidence, to be honest with you. Was Hussam late today? Today's stream, has anyone seen he's on time? Yes, I was on time, Wolves FI. Thank you very much today. I was not late. I actually started directly. Vel made me thumbnail. I set up. I did everything in half an hour. I prayed. I came here. So yeah, I was on time, Wolves FI. Thank you for checking on my timings. I hope this transfer happens because our fan base suffered through a lot. And this is the thing, Abdulaziz Hagan. And this is big up to John O'Sullivan, who I know he Corbally read, you know, he watches my streams and he tweeted about my stream as well yesterday. Here's the thing, you guys. This is why I always tell people, stop telling people to not complain. Stop telling people to not be angry. Stop telling people to not moan. Because at the end of the day, everyone has the right to moan. Everyone has the right to be upset. Everyone has the right to be angry because it's 7th of August and we haven't signed a player yet. It's literally 7th of August and we haven't signed a player yet. Like, this is the thing that I talk about, you guys. Like, Abdulaziz and everyone in the chat has the right to be upset, has the right to be mad, has the right to be angry. They all have the right to be upset and mad and angry simply based on the fact that it's August, you guys, and we haven't signed anyone yet. Of course, everyone has the right to be angry. It's a new manager, it's a new system, it's a new style. We're about to start a new Premier League season. And you're telling me you haven't signed anyone in August? Of course, people are going to be upset, and they have every right to, by the way. Hussam, take names down of the chats in the fraud, of the frauds in the chat. Here's the thing, Jack. I'm taking mentally names. I'm taking mentally names of everyone in the chat who's hating. Taking mentally the names of everyone in the chat who's hating. And I'm going to remember, Jack. I'm going to remember. By the way, for everyone who told me, oh, if we sign someone, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Sam Cool, get your $1,000 ready. I have screenshots. You said if we sign someone, we're going to just get it ready for when we announce this. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a hassle to say his name in front of my uncles. To be fair, Smoke, there are 2 players now at Liverpool that we'll have a problem saying around Arabs. Nico Williams will be difficult, and Zubimendi will be difficult as well, because everyone knows what the first 4 letters means. Everyone who watches yesterday's stream know exactly what it means. Shout out Vin, the fraud, who was talking about his genitals on a comment section. So yeah. يعني مش حتكون أسوأ من نيكو ويليامز يعني. Zubimendi, McAllister, double pivot, Soboslai in the 10, we could cook. JK, you know what? I'm answering in a second. Tanner Tasman, Hussam. Tom is a football manager, FIFA virgin, and there's nothing that can convince me otherwise. Hussam, where does Wolves finish this Premier League season? I think Wolves are bound to have a good season. I think Wolves finish in 9th place, 10th place. They kind of finish in mid-table. And the key thing for Wolves is not losing any of their key players, keeping Joao Gomez, keeping Ait Nouri, keeping these players, and maybe strengthening in a position or 2, maybe up top and like that. By the way, guys, I appreciate all the super chatters. Thank you. This is the final segment of the stream. Now upcoming next. Mark, Scottish Bear, Mr. Link, Ed, Eddie, Marius, Jack, Wolves FI, Abdulaziz, Smoke, JK. Big up to every single super chatter. You guys are the bloodline of the channel. Everyone watching right now, let's get to 500 likes as we're live, guys. We're only 50 likes away. We're literally only 50 likes away from 500 likes live. It's a free button. It's right underneath your live chat. Close the live chat, hit the like button. Big up every single super chatter. Always showing love and support to the channel. Always supporting the hustle, you guys. I love and appreciate every single one of you guys. So please hit the like button. Please subscribe right here, right now. Now, you guys know in the channel, I like to keep everyone involved. I like to hear you guys' opinions before I tell you my own, before we kind of unpack everything. So, everyone in the chat, you become Arne Slot. You've got Zubimendi and McAllister. Who is your third choice midfielder alongside them? Tell me. Everyone in the chat right now choose, because JK here puts up a very good super chat, but it needs a little bit of discussion. Who is it that you're putting next to them? Tell me. And the choice is yours, by the way. You don't even have to choose a 10. You can choose whoever the hell you want. Who are you putting next to them? So you're going to go McAllister. You're going to go thingy, and you're gonna go Elliot. Who are you gonna go next to them? So I mean, sorry, you're going Zubimendi, McAllister. You're gonna go next to them. Wow, some people saying Elliot as well. Elliot and Soboslai. 1 second. You know what this calls for? This calls for a poll. Let's poll the people, blood. Okay, let me set up a poll. I'm actually going to include Carvalho as well, because there's a couple of people who said Carvalho. Guys, hit the likes. Hit the likes right now. Mac, Zubimendi, and who? I'm going to give you the guys the choices. Elliot, Sobo. Is there anyone else that I'm missing out on that I should put? Okay, so I put Elliot, Soboslai, Jones, and the third option, I'm going to go Elliot. I'm going to go Carvalho, sorry, okay? Because I want to hear you guys' honest opinions. So here, the poll is in the chat now. Vote. I really want to see where you guys' mindset is at with this whole situation. Big up to Kat Sande for the super chat, who says, don't want to be negative, but I'm not convinced. Like you said, every transfer we always have issues with. If we don't get this deal done, I'm so done. Here's the thing, Kat Sande. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you, brother. Okay, 1 second. Let me make a new poll. Okay, I fucked it up by putting Carvalho because Sami is a fraud. 1 second. I'm making a new poll. Here's the thing, Kat Sande. As I'm making a new poll, I'm going to be answering. Here's the thing. You need to understand something. The reality of the situation, my brother, is the following. You are 100% correct, and you have every right to question it. You have every right to be upset. You have every right to have questions. That's the thing. Because people need to understand something, you guys. It's not crazy to assume that this somehow doesn't happen. Because it is on Richard Hughes to execute. Because it is on FSG to pull out the money. Guys, the one factor that affects all of this is the fact that they want all the money up front. Here, the poll is now in the chat. I want you to choose who is your third midfielder. Because, guys, they want all the money up front. They want all the money up front. They want all the money paid in cash. Now, here's my assumption. If Hughes is a smart individual, if Edwards is a smart individual, they would have gotten the go-ahead from FSG first. They would have gotten the go-ahead from FSG first to pay all that money in one bulk. They would have gotten the go-ahead first and then made the approach. You know? So that's the one thing, Katsande, that fills me with a little bit of positivity. And the other thing is, as I said, usually when Joyce tweets some shit, it's real. FSG have to release funds, but where are they taking the money from? Is it Mo, Virgil, Alisson, Trent? Still don't trust Joyce. Here's the thing. I'll tell you right now, Joe. And I'm a man of my word. Mo is staying. Alisson is staying. Trent is staying. I said from the start, only one you have to worry about is Virgil. But I think he might eventually stay as well. Here's the thing, my brother. Where we will get the money from? Probably we will sell Wataru Endo himself. Probably we will sell Fabio Carvalho. And if a club comes in for Tsimikas, we might sell him. So those are the 2 or 3 I think we have to sell. And on top of that, Joe, please don't forget, we do have the money. Liverpool are not broke. Joe, me and you are both FSG out, but you have to be smarter than this. Liverpool are not broke. Liverpool have money. Liverpool are swimming in cash. We can spend money, but it's about spending it and having the ambition to want to win, to spend it. So that's the important thing here. Big up to you, Joe. Thank you so much for the super chat. Big up to Aya, who says, if last season is anything to go by, don't count your chickens before they hatch, Hussam. I mean, if you're talking about the Caicedo thing, I've already addressed it, Aya. I've said, listen, they have to execute, and I'm in complete agreement with you. I'm in complete agreement with you. They have to execute. They have to get this deal over the line. They have to do whatever is necessary. Because you are 100% right. Last season was a negative experience for all of us Liverpool fans in terms of the transfer window and what happened with Caicedo. I mean, we all sat here. I was clipped up singing we're going to win the league when we signed Caicedo, and then we ended up not signing him. So you are correct. But we do need to execute. We do need to execute. We do need to get it over the line. You're 100% correct. However, Zubimendi and McAllister together, good luck taking the ball off of them. That's what I'll say. So let me see the results of the poll. So far, 200 votes, 60% Szoboszlai, 4% Jones, Elliot 27%, and Gravenberg 7%. Okay. Oh, we get 20% sale from Solanke. Damn, Josh, big up to you. This is the first thing that you say? You fraud. Yeah, I heard about this, but how much are we really gonna get? Like what, 5-6 million from his sale? We ain't gonna get that much money anyway. So here's my answer. The third midfielder that I would play alongside them is Dominic Szoboszlai. Now, the reason why I say Dominic Szoboszlai is this is the chance once and for all for Dominic Szoboszlai to play in his original correct position that everyone complained he did not play in. And I'll tell you exactly what I mean, you guys. Wow, Toka actually doing his job instead of fighting Naciolini. I'll tell you exactly what I mean, you guys. Listen, first of all, I want to say something to the 4%. The 4% that voted Jones, I want you all to look at yourself in the mirror and slap the fuck out of yourself. Imagine having a 10 that takes 7 hours to release the ball. Imagine having a 10 in there that takes 45 minutes to release a ball. Do you guys know that Salah's hair, even though he's bald, is going to get pulled out of his skull? Do you understand how shit it will be? Jones cannot play in the forward line positions. He needs to be playing more back because it's okay to release the ball slow if you're playing in a double pivot. It's not okay to release it slow if you're playing in the 10. Gravenberg, I don't think is a 10. I don't think Gravenberg is a 10 at all. I think Gravenberg could play next to Zubimendi, next to McAllister in a one-off game and stuff like this. He could play in a double pivot, but he definitely can't play in the 10. I don't think he's a 10 at all. So this makes the conversation about Elliot and Szoboszlai. Now, here's the thing with Elliot. And this is something that he needs to fix on a little bit. And I agree with it completely. Look, Harvey Elliott is either Iniesta or Charlie Adams. There is no in the middle with him. Harvey Elliott has games where you watch him and you're like, man, the way that he floats on the ball is unbelievable. The way that he keeps the ball, some of the passes that he plays. And the preseason epitomizes this. Look at the game that Harvey Elliott had against Arsenal. And in complete contrast to the Harvey Elliott game against Manchester United. Two completely different games of football from the same exact player. Now with Szoboszlai, I would assume, given the fact that he's played in the Euros, he's taken his countries to an international competition, he's done so much shit for his club as well. The truth of the matter is, we have to give Szoboszlai the opportunity to cook. And this actually shows us once and for all if Szoboszlai are good enough or not. If Szoboszlai plays in the 10 and he still plays like shit and he still doesn't deliver and he still doesn't execute, then we know for a fact it's time to go. That's just the ultimate reality of the situation. Yes. So for me, my answer would be Szoboszlai. Big up to my guy IA who says, Salam, I'm a big fan of you, brother. Please be honest. When he was linked to us and he said he's not good enough, so why is he all of a sudden the best thing since sliced bread? First of all, IA, thank you so much for the super chat. Number one. Number two. Let me tell you something. I've never stated he's the best thing since sliced bread. So I've never said he's the best DM in the world. I said Rodri is the best DM in the world. I just simply stated his positives and negatives. And second of all, the reason why for Arsenal it's different because you have Declan Rice. We have Alexis McAllister. Think of profiles, think of teams, think of players, think of styles. McAllister is extremely better on the ball than Declan Rice. But Declan Rice is a lot better than McAllister from a defensive perspective. So now I've got McAllister here and I've got Declan Rice here. And to be honest with you, that's the thing that makes me say that Zubimendi is good for Liverpool. Also, Arsenal want to win a league title. And what I said is Arsenal should sign Joshua Kimmich because they need more experience. And I stand on that. I think you should sign Kimmich. I think you should sign someone a bit more older in his prime. Like even a Marino, by the way. Big up to you. Man like DJ Brains in the building. Man like DJ Brains. We are not short on cash. The Caicedo money is still there from 22-23 season profits, and we haven't spent any money from 23-24 season profit. We have over like 200-300 million to play with for sure. DJ Brains, this is 100% true. First and foremost, thank you so much for the super chat showing love and support to the channel. I appreciate you, my brother. Second of all, listen, this is 100% true. Liverpool do have money. This is what I was telling Joe earlier on. I'm FSG out just like you, Joe. It's not like you're arguing with a top red. You aren't. I'm FSG out. I can't stand John W. Henry. Every time I see his face, I get irritated. I get annoyed. But let's not change this into Liverpool don't have money. Liverpool do have the money. It's about spending it. It's about execution. It's about convincing Zubimendi to come play for Liverpool Football Club. That's why Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards' executional skills is going to be put into perspective and under the microscope. That's just the reality, you guys. DJ Brains knows exactly what I'm saying, bro. This puts Hughes and Edwards massively under the microscope because it no longer is a slot thing or a blah, blah, blah thing. They have to execute. They have to execute. Simple as. So you're 100% correct. We do have money and we still have to execute and spend it. I think your midfield will lack physicality. Here's the thing, Matthew, and that's what I was telling IA earlier on. I agree that it lacks physicality. And I said that in the negative segment. I said, listen, I think Zubimendi is not all positives. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. Or not all let's jump up and down and you know, do Macarena together. I understand that. Yes, this is true. The midfield will lack physicality. That's why I said maybe Slot's first plan of attack is to keep the ball. Maybe Slot's first plan of attack is to control the football and keep possession as much as possible. That way we wouldn't have to defend as much. That's basically his logic. And he's saying that Zubimendi and McAllister will defend together. So, yeah. This is the problem with you, User Q. This is the problem with you. Okay, so User Q, would you accept now if I gave you 4 or 5 examples of players who are all in our price tag that make us better? Would you accept that we should sign them then? Or are you also going to sit up here and say the same exact brainwashed thing? That's the thing that I just don't understand. Ederson, Zubimendi, Ugarte, Ait Nouri. I could go on and on and on with players that make us better. Let's not do this. Stop acting like all the players that we need are all like 500 million. And also, by the way, you're saying 105 million gets you Declan Rice. Guess what? If we signed Declan Rice like last summer and we had the double pivot of Rice and McAllister, we would have probably won the Premier League. So yeah, that's worth 105 million. That's my point. FSG doesn't use the own money on players ever. They use the sales for the 3 players you mentioned. FSG pays in installments. Yes, I agree with you, Joe. But this is where this transfer is now different. Me and you both know, because it's been reported by everyone, that Real Sociedad wants the money paid up front. They want the money paid directly. They want money now. That's what Sociedad is about. Sociedad wants the money paid up front. Sociedad wants the money paid this very second. They ain't waiting around. So if we do pay the money up front, then it's no longer a game. Then it's no longer a thing. So that's all I will say. Anyway, listen. Big up to you, Joe. Big up Mafio, DJ Brains, IA, Ed, Aya, Joe, Cat Sunday, Wolves, FI, JK, Smoke, Saleh, Likbir, Abdulaziz, Jack, Ed, Marius, Eddie, Mr. Link, Scottish Bear, and Mark for the super chats. Big up every single super chatter. Guys, we are 10 likes away from 500. Can we get to 500 as I'm live, you guys? I just want to see the number. 500 likes as I'm live. Yalla, like the video. I want to get to 500 likes. If we get to 500 likes, I'll play 1 game of bingo, exactly. We'll do 1 game of bingo together right now. Football bingo, if we get to 500 likes. The choice is yours. Do you want to play 1 game of bingo? If you do, 500 likes right now. 10 likes away. What's your ideal starting lineup with the current squad? Lucid, without sending another super chat, just tell me right now, do you mean with Zubimendi or without Zubimendi? Choose. Okay, get to 500 likes then, Game View. Lucid, no super chat. Just tell me in a regular chat, with Zubimendi or without, you mean? So I can answer your question. No, I cannot do 10 games of bingo because I have to go as well. I have to go eat and then I have straight fact. With Zubimendi. Allison, Trent, Van Dijk, Konate, Simicas, Zubimendi, McAllister, of course, Soboslai, Mo, Jota, and Gakpo. That's my team right there. Straight up, that's my team. So, yeah. We have hit 500 likes. Okay, I'll drop the link right now and we'll play one game together. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Dun, 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 dun. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Dun, 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 dun. 1 second. Let me just drop the link quickly. I'm telling you right now, I'm literally going to play one game and then dip. Don't think I'm going to sit up here forever, bro. One game and I'm gone. All these beautiful girls, they only want to do you dirt. Let me see if it even lets me. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Okay, it lets me create. Here, I'll send you the guys the link. Boom. Here. The link is in the chat now. Click it. I'm literally going to play one game and then dip. Telling you guys right now. Please don't think I'm going to sit up here forever. Everyone join right now. Link in the chat. Let me open this up first myself up on the screen, to be fair. What about Diaz? Send him to the MLS. That's what about Diaz. You really came to me, Lucid, to ask me about Diaz, like for real. You came to Hussam to ask him if he would start Diaz. Do you know that's low key could be considered a little bit crazy, right? You know that you're talking to the ultimate Diaz hater probably in the whole universe. When you say what about Diaz on the bench? What about Diaz? Sell him to the MLS. What about Diaz? He ain't good enough. You're coming to me to ask me about Diaz? Wallah, I have some shame. Wallah, I have some shame. You're asking me, Hussam, about Diaz. Do you know I'm literally like, I would trade Diaz for Edin Ketia tomorrow, bro. The guy is shit, man. Dribble means nothing in the modern football, bro. Dribbling is not an important trait. 100%. I ain't lying, bro. He's fucking shit, bro. Why isn't the game opening for me? Uno momento, por favor. See how I'm learning Spanish for Zubimendi? I'm gonna learn his own language as well. What's the language of that? It's not called Basque. What's it called? Here, I'm gonna drop the link again. I'm just gonna play one game and dip. Here. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Here, join this one game quickly. Here, join. Let me share screen for you guys as well. Then get a quick bingo and then dip. Join, Habibis. Yalla, join. Join so I can start, blood. Lucid really thought I was gonna do Diaz prop. Bro, that guy's fucking shit, bro. I trade him for a pack of cigarettes. Like, that guy's so shit. Think I'm a Diaz fan? Never. Don't like him at all, bro. Okay, we're about to start, you guys. We are about to start. Hope everybody ready, because we are starting. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Dun, 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 dun. One game and then we're out of here. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Fernando Torres. Yeah, let's just go here. With Chelsea in it. Jackson Martinez. Xabi Alonso. Pavard. Thiago Alcantara. Oba. Gonzalo Higuain. At Juve. Alvaro Morata. Yeah, skip that shit. Openda. Courtois. Bro, come on, man. These guys want to mess me up with nationalities. Saint Maximin didn't play for any of these clubs. Where are we going with this? Bro. Good, now give me a Spurs player. Kevin Prince Boateng, did he play for Spurs? He did. Should be bingo right here. Boom. Yep. Light work. Bingo and I'm gone. I said it. Right there, bingo. Now khalas, no more bingos. Big up to my guy Zir Talks, who says, yo, Zubimendi to Liverpool, W نص. والله. Finally we did it. We're about to sign a player. Zir حبيبي. عملناها. والله عملناها وبدنا نوقع مع لاعب حبيبي. أخيرا صارت. ايش حلو. Yo, any word on backup right winger? We really need it. I think the only way we sign a forward line player is if we sell Diaz or sell one of the forwards. That's my honest opinion. So, yeah. Big up to you, my guy, DJ Brains. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the love. Big up to Zach, Abdi, Liver Wrestler, and myself for getting bingos. I appreciate you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'm gonna see. And this stream is gonna take you to Footy Judge Mo's channel. Go spam Arnautovic in his chat again. Peace.